Juris Vodcast with Scott Pearce.
Today we consider voting issues in California, New Mexico, and Ohio. Overall, the California election is seen as an improvement. The California Secretary of State, Deborah Bowen, was right to decertify the bad voting machines. Millions of voters cast paper ballots. The problem in California is that these paper ballots will be counted by proprietary machines running secret software. There were problems with so-called decline-to-state voters in Los Angeles. These unaffiliated voters were permitted to vote in the Democratic primary, but they had to fill in an extra bubble on the ballot to do so. Hundreds of thousands of votes are involved. Since California allocates delegates based on an elaborate formula, these votes could prove to be crucial. In San Diego, some Republican voters were classified as declined to state and not allowed to vote in the GOP primary. Ohio is having a primary election on March 4. They are taking the California approach, using paper ballots and optical scanners. This will be an improvement over the previous system, but it is an upgrade from scandalous to dreadful. Like California, Ohio is going to use flawed machines and secret software to count votes. New Mexico's election was dirty for reasons that had nothing to do with voting machines. 3 ballot boxes had unsupervised sleepovers with polling place managers on election night. Since the New Mexico race boils down to just a couple hundred votes out of many thousands of votes cast, these chain of custody issues may make the results suspicious no matter who wins. CNN.com reports big problems for Diebold, one of the corrupt, incompetent companies in the voting machine business. CNN says Diebold is downsizing. Diebold hasn't issued any financial statements since April. Diebold is being investigated by the Justice Department and securities regulators over its accounting practices. Can't we find more reputable companies to buy voting machines from? It's important for voters to cast paper ballots they can look at and verify. But that's not the whole solution. So long as the votes are counted behind closed doors by flawed machines running secret software, there is no reason to trust the results. For Juris Vodcast, this is Scott Pearce. Thanks for your attention.
Juris Vodcast is a production of Nuclear Podcasting. Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives.